Good morning, three of a kind gang. What's going on? It's been a while since I've posted. I've been extremely busy. A lot has changed. I've got a lot to go over. So, first thing, no longer have the Camaro or the Raptor. Second thing, no longer live in my house. Moved back to my mom's house. Stupid pandemic. You know the deal. Another thing, picked up a new toy. A couple new toys. First of them going to be a 2003 CRF450R. Thing rips. And the next one being a 2003, kind of a three of a kind kind of thing. A 2003 Chevy S10 that today we're going to do a little frame restoration on. I would love to do a frame off type deal. That's not happening. But we're gonna do a little quick version. I've got some new control arms on the way. Excited to get those put on. And I'm going to be doing a Chevy Blazer brake conversion, which is basically a big brake kit for the S10. About an inch bigger rotor, dual piston calipers versus singles, a lot of good stuff. So if you're an S10 guy, you know, or gal, we're gonna definitely enjoy this series. I did a series a long time ago, not on this channel, called Graveyard S10. When you see this truck, well, it qualifies as Graveyard S10 number 2, so that's exactly what we're gonna call it, the Graveyard S10. Rest in peace to the yellow one. Word up. We'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, welcome to sunny Baytown, Texas. This is the new... There it is, dented door and all. We will be fixing that eventually. Also, she ain't got no back window. So, give you all a look at what we've done so far to this point. Under here, you'll see a lot of bare metal. A lot of bare metal because I sanded the crap out of it last night. But we still got to dig into the crevices here and try to get them. Let's see what this is. Try to get that dirt out of there. And that's going to be the plan for today. This is what it looked like when I started. Yeah, so we're gonna obviously paint up to this flange here, get on the back side of it, and then start on the other side over there. See y'all in a little bit. Gotta get her jacked up. Alright guys, sorry about the compressor noise, but I just wanted to give you an update. So obviously I showed you this was all bare metal earlier. Bare metal, and then I also now have done this cross member. This cross member still had its original paint on it on the back side. Now look, this isn't a perfect job. I'm not gonna go dig out these corners excessively. You know, I'm not gonna take the fuel lines off. I did disconnect this, but I mean, it's a 17-year-old, not so pretty truck. I just want it to look better. And guys, this is what I started with. You know, this is the other side. You can see this truck has had a rough life. It ain't pretty. But it's got a long way to go. We're still gonna do the whole front suspension. And then the rear suspension, but I mean, overall, it's turning out to be in pretty good shape. Obviously, I can't get nothing inside these holes. There's a lot of rust in there, but spraying a little paint in there is going to help a little bit. But the biggest part has been trying to get dirt off of this thing. It's so freaking dirty. I don't know if this thing was parked in a field for 2 years or what. But here we go. All right, guys. Show you some progress here. I've just about got everything blown off and ready to go. Let's see. Should have did a video on taking this alternator out. New battery. But, yep. Again, I'm not trying to do a perfect job here. This is a work truck, and so you will see some dirt in the crevices. I'm not worried about it. Probably could get some sandpaper, get most of that out, but for the most part, man, this is gonna clean up nice and get a coat of paint on it. If some of it don't stick because of the little bit of dirt and surface rust, I'll tack it later. This is just maybe 3-4 hours of work. I still got to do the whole front end here. I'm going to be replacing the lower control arms, taking the whole wheel hub assembly off, and doing a blazer swap within the next few weeks. So it's really not a big deal to get up in here, because soon it'll be on jack stands, and it will be much easier to take care of all of that. Clean up the fender liners, and I mean, underneath the truck's gonna look really good. Now, one thing, this thing must have had a monster oil leak. Actually, I really think it's all mud, but that stuff doesn't come off very well. I pressure washed it. That is going to be a task to tackle, which I will be doing, and I will get that cross member clean and painted. I've done it before on other trucks. Whew, that is going to be a job. Also would like to replace the upper control arms, and I'm going to sand and paint the springs, and there will be new shocks. So honestly, this front end is going to be super solid, and I'll get it aligned. Also going to be changing the bushing on the steering shaft to get the steering much tighter, because right now she's loosey-goosey. Anyway, alright, I'll let you see it when it's painted. Here we go. I decided to jack the truck up to give myself some room, and this big old gut some room. As you can see, I got some black paint to work. I'm one can in, and let me tell you something, guys. This is the best freaking paint on the planet. I don't care what anybody says. I've put this on and seen it last for years on trucks. It's really hard to get back off. I've tried to wire wheel this stuff back off. Good luck. But I did one can. Now look, none of this is gonna be perfect, guys. Because I obviously didn't have like a sandblaster. I did kind of a, I wouldn't say a half-assed job, but not a perfect job trying to get this thing ready for paint. But one can, guys, as you can see, does a lot of work, man. Look at that cross member. That is amazing. Both cross members are done. I mean, for the most part, I'd probably go over them a little bit more. I got the other side's backside painted, probably, I don't know, 80%. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good stuff just from one can. I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, so definitely a good start. There's a few runs. I'm gonna tell you, this paint, this rust barrier, goes on smoother than any paint I've ever seen, ever, out of a can. And there's a couple runs, like I'll show you right there. But whatever, man. This is honestly the hardest part of the frame. You got to get under it. You got to get behind it. It's really quite difficult to do. So I'm not upset with the result in the slightest. Super ready to get the other side done. I'll get back with you. Well, guys, there's some weather rolling in. So I'm done. Got to try to let this dry a little bit at least. Some dust is blowing on it already, but hey, look, this is the underside of the truck, and I'm not upset one bit with how any of it turned out. It all looks really good. That stuff coats so well. Dang it. Get out of there. Oh, man. Well, that didn't work. I just made it look bad. If that hadn't happened right in front of me, I wouldn't even care. But it did. Oh well. Work truck. Painted in. Welcome to the truck. We'll be there forever. Anyway, guys, it looks good. This paint, it sprays so smooth with such a really nice, fine, you know, not a big spray pattern. Really makes pinpointing easy. I mean, obviously I oversprayed. Look, this is the bottom side of a really ugly old truck. It ain't meant to be pretty. It's a work truck. It's gonna haul my dirt bike around. I just want it to be functional. But if I'm gonna redo all the suspension, hey, why not get in here and make the underside of the truck at least look pretty? But anyway, I think that's it for today's video. When I get some more stuff to do, I'll, you know, I'll catch up with y'all. One more thing I thought I would show y'all, the CRF450. Got my grips super dirty and they're like brand new, but I put my gloves on after working on the truck. But I've been ripping on it today, so she's dirty, but definitely more to come with this. But anyway, guys, again, take it easy, be cool, do your best to make changes in the world. Bye. Huh? Ready? That was a new hole. It's a little high. Aim a little low. Aim it up. Aim where you want it to be aimed. You can hit your elbows.
Nope, I hit the dirt.
Oh, well, you've been hitting the dirt everywhere. See, just under the body? Isn't that new? You ready? That time? Oh yeah, look, just to the left of his head. You see? We'll do it again or you good?